Hey guys, Rain Young here, Under the Radar, bringing movies and people together, one frame at a time. And here I am on the red carpet of the new film, In the Summers, at the Tribeca Festival 2024. I'm about to talk to some of the talent. Here we go. Congratulations on the film. It's a great movie. You're so young. What are you doing in this movie? What was it like being a part of this huge movie?
Oh my god, it was amazing.
Amazing.
Like, we got to meet the cast and just became like our family. And it was honestly really fun. Like, a lot of people so
yeah, and like I feel like Alessandra really helped to like for everybody to connect. Like she would tell us, oh, go get ice cream every day, or she would like me and Drea or me and we were like neighbors, so that really helped us to connect too. Stuff like that, and like in between scenes, me and Allison would hang out, and like also Kamaya, all of us.
So you like became friends on set. That's so cool.
Yeah.
What were some of the challenges? I'm sure it wasn't all fun, right? What were some of the big issues?
For me, it was probably because I have 2 summers in the movie, and one summer is definitely more happy than me, and then there's like other summers that are very like more sad and like so working with those emotions was definitely like probably the biggest challenge for me, and like I would have different like scenes and different like good days where I have to like have both emotions. So yeah, I was probably it, but I was under really focused with it.
I used to have 2 summers, but they made both of the summers into one.
Into one? Cool.
But I think one struggle for me were some of the late nights that we had to film. And one of the scenes, I don't know if you guys have watched the movie, but if you had, you can see the pizza scene where it's like the chili flakes and like all that.
All the mozzarella cheese.
Yeah. In that scene, I was so sleepy that they didn't put me in that part that much.
Oh.
But like stuff like that. And then the struggle was like towards the end when I knew it was ending and I knew I was gonna have to say goodbye to everyone. And like all that really was like sad.
I'm sorry to hear that. Now, you're obviously very young. This movie is proof that you girls can act. You're very good. What's the future look like for you? Are you excited about upcoming roles?
I'm really excited. We have like some projects I think coming up. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely wanna stay in this career. I love acting.
Yeah. It's funny because after In the Summers, a lot of people like we did like the same auditions. Probably like she was the older like sister and I was like the younger sister. We haven't gotten anything yet, but it's pretty cool how we got some of the same auditions.
Yeah, we really hope that we get another guy. I mean, we're not sisters in the movie, but like we love like
sisters.
Isn't it weird being the same character?
A little bit. I mean, yeah, not really, but same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, like I feel like we don't really think about that much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, oh,
Good question.
yeah, that's a really good question.
Thank you, I tried. Well, girls, congratulations. The film is great, okay? Be well, right? It's a wonderful entry in the Tribeca Festival. What's been the festival circuit been like for you? The whole experience, what's it like?
I mean, it just doesn't feel real to like be at Tribeca.
Yeah.
It feels like it's like a thing you just kind of grew up in. You're like, oh yeah, like maybe one day. But for like to be
Here
here
you
talking
are.
to you,
Hey.
it's just insane.
Oh,
It's insane.
I'm honored
Yeah.
to like, feel that way. That's very cool.
But
So how did you get involved with the project originally?
I auditioned.
Nice.
I
Good.
fully just walked in and I loved the story about the script. And I was like, whoa, I would love to be a part of something like
Nice.
we don't get a lot of scripts
Okay.
that are like that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, complex Latino characters. I'm like, so I was like, I hope, but you can't bring that into the room. I was just like,
No.
be chill. You're like, oh yeah, like
Yeah.
whatever. But
Was that the description of the role, that you have to be a strong Latina woman?
I mean, no. What was the breakdown? That's a good question.
Curious, yeah.
Maybe just kind of her backstory. I don't know if it had any like specific sort of traits. Darn. Now I have to look
Well,
after
either
this
way,
conversation.
you
I'm
nailed
like,
it, by the way. So,
oh,
yeah, it's fantastic. So you're surrounded by all these great actresses, great actors, great filmmaker, all this talent. for you, how important is teamwork and collaboration?
It's essential.
Yeah.
I wish more film did it. Like, I think I come from theater, so it just feels like you're spending like 3 weeks together.
Okay.
You know, in like a lab essentially, like really just trying to get the things. And thank God, like Alessandra was very much like, we're gonna spend time, we're gonna rehearse, we're gonna talk this through.
Okay.
So it is a special sort of thing to be when people are open to collaboration.
Yeah.
I think like why not?
And this film compared to theater, is there a lot of difference there, or are they kind of similar?
Not live, you know.
Okay.
The only times I get to see people's reaction is in the theater.
Gotcha.
So you're kind of doing it just like hoping that people can connect and resonate.
Well, you're also getting the reaction of these screenings, too.
Yeah, exactly.
So what was it like working with such a talented crew?
Incredible. We all learned from each other, and watching Leo come in even when their summer was not being shot, so they had to kind of track behavior from the little kids, was so inspiring.
Yeah, I mean, Alessandra is such a gentle and generous director. She did such a fantastic job of making everyone feel really welcome and connected, and sort of setting the tone for how intimate and sensitive this story was. Like, it felt that way on set. And then, you know, Lynette and Sergio, our two on-set producers, were making sure it also felt like a party, and we also remembered that we were Latinos and we could have a little fun.
I love it.
That this was our moment to be together. And so I think the best collaboration comes out of those kinds of spaces that are both safe and gentle, but also fun and playful, which I think
I love that. I love hearing that. That's so cool. And I'm actually half Puerto Rican myself.
What's up, me
So
too?
yeah, hey. What was it like representing Latinos in that way?
It was incredible because I think we have, or I, in my experience as a Mexican actor in New York, you get certain projects that you get to invest 360. You get to not play stereotypes. You get to come in with like your full person, and you happen to be a Latino.
Right.
So I think that's the privilege of telling unique and personal stories. That being Latinos is the cherry on the top.
Right.
And definitely, I mean, it has an impact
Right.
politically, and it has an impact socially once it's out. But as an artist, in an individual, like in a very personal answer, it's like, thank God, you know, thank God we can just come in fully with developing a character that's a human being.
And that Latino element it's not banged over the audience's heads. It's there. All the characters are Latino, but that's not the main focus, which is a great balance that you guys achieved. So how about you? What was your experience like as a Latino?
Well, I mean, I'm half Puerto Rican. I lived in Puerto Rico till I was 5, and so to have Renee, who is arguably one of our shining jewels from Puerto Rico, to be in a project with him and to witness how humble he is as an artist and what it means to have 20 plus years operating at such a high level of global success, but then come to something as a new artist. Like he had never acted in anything before, and so the risk that he was willing to take to do this, and that just meant so much to me and felt like, in a way, very much the Latino way of always being humble, always being ready to sort of pull up your sleeves and be available to work on something. And it felt like, wow, this is what happens when our community gets to tell our story on our terms, not asking someone else for permission, because the financiers, the producers, down to the PA and the sound recorders, all Latinos. Correct. So bilingual set, like it felt so much like, wow, this is the reality that we have built for each other, and it felt like maybe hopefully a beacon of the future of what's to come.
Absolutely, and intergenerational.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a chance to really dive into very different POVs, having those kids and having a senior, a musician. Like we took advantage of all of it.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I love these answers I'm getting right now. This is amazing. Real quick, what were some of the other challenges you faced on set?
Challenges? I don't think that we were privy of those things. I think if I take off the acting hat and I put the producer hat, I would sense that there were moments. I mean, we were dealing with the strike was about to happen. You know, there was outside our little family, the world was having a different conversation. So we could, in the moments that people were relaxing, we knew that there were, certain challenges. But they were all pretty much like not
I
important.
would say the biggest drama moment on set was when everybody had to get their hair cut.
Oh my God.
Emma,
Oh my God,
and
yes.
then some of the littles had to get their
Oh,
hair
yeah.
cut. The youngest, Violetta, Drea, had hair down to here, and she went to here. And so it was this big day where everyone was just surrendering to the process, crying a little bit, both out of excitement but also out of shock. You know,
Okay.
because when you have a big hair change, especially as a female identifying person, like that's so much a part of your identity. And so I remember witnessing that. I have always had short hair, so I was out here being
You're
like,
good,
yeah,
you're good.
guys,
Yeah.
like it's gonna be awesome.
our hands.
I know, but that was the biggest drama moment was the cutting of the hair. I was
Really?
like, wow.
That's
yeah.
it. That's the
Yeah.
pinnacle, huh?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Now, the festival circuit, how has this film been received? How's the audience been receiving your performances? How's the overall reaction been?
We won the top 2 prizes at Sundance,
Right.
so
There you go. So,
it's an
dust off the
upset.
shoulder a little bit.
No, I mean the grand jury prize was given to us by a jury that had Lena Waithe and so many other amazing artists. So it meant so much to be recognized by them. And then on top of that, to have Alessandra's work recognized through the directing award at Sundance, which is not an award that's given out every year, and was so deserved by her. She was directing in her lead as her lead actor, a first-time actor. She had 5 kids on set that she was working with, some of whom had never acted before, across 3 or 4 different timelines, like massive feat on location for a first-time director. And so I feel like Sundance did the job of really celebrating us and setting us up for the past 6 months of, you know, winning awards at almost every festival we go to. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's been pretty dreamy.
Absolutely,
Awesome.
absolutely, and hearing people cry,
Ah.
wow, that was like I mean, I understand. We knew watching us like relive the fact that we all were there for 2 months, and like like the coffee shop we went to, like all of that.
You became a family,
melancholy.
essentially,
Yes,
right?
yes. But then having the reaction of people
Yeah.
crying and just connecting to the story was, sheesh.
Beautiful. And I saw the film last night. It is beautiful. And that motorcycle, he also saw it. Just a great
Raving.
film. Just curious though, are there any other projects you're working on now that you can discuss?
I just shot a movie with Netflix, and I'm writing with Gamond, with a French production company.
Okay.
My first feature comedy.
Congratulations.
That's very exciting.
Awesome, yes.
That's very exciting. And you can watch my episodes on Paramount
Okay.
for Dora.
I will watch for that.
Please.
And how about you? Anything down the pike?
I have a really exciting feature project
Nice.
that I'm about to shoot, but I can't say anything yet.
I'm so
which
worried.
is a fun. I've never understood why actors say that, but now I know why.
Uh-huh.
But anyways, so hopefully you'll hear about that soon.
I hope so too, because you two are amazing. So
Thank
again,
you.
congratulations on the film. Congratulations on all your other future success. You play such an interesting, complex character. He's good, he's bad, he's sideways. Like I don't know how to feel about your character. What was it like tapping into that?
It was difficult because, you know, I've never acted before. It was my first test, and I had to learn, you know, I need to learn the script very well. But for me, it was that was the easy part, because that's what I do on stage when I'm rapping and when I'm singing. You know, for 2 hours and a half, I learn a show. But for this, I needed to show emotions, and in one day I had 3 summers, different summers, so it's like it wasn't in order. So,
Yeah.
so imagine being like super happy with them and then super sad or mad, and you know, the same day changing my flow, you know, my feelings and my soul and what I'm projecting. You know, for someone that never acted before, you know, it's difficult. Maybe
Yeah.
amazing actors, they will feel like, yeah, that's easy. But
No, you did a great job.
Thank you.
And you got all these different actresses playing the same girls, the same daughters. Was it hard keeping track of all the actresses? What was that like?
it was, man, I remember they put me with the younger ones first, so I can feel more relaxed, you know, and then little by little growing up with the girls, you know, like going up on age.
Yeah, right.
But they were all amazing, so it was difficult to follow that, you know. They were so good, but also, I don't know, I'm ADHD, so sometimes I don't get concentrated well. But when I get concentrated well, I just stay there, and it helped me with my character. Also, like I just forgot that there was a camera, and I forgot that house is not mine. that it's not mine. So I thought that it was my house. So I felt that like, yeah, this is my house.
All right.
It's me, this Vicente. So yeah,
All
it
right.
was great.
Cool. Last question. Are there any projects you're working on now that you can talk about?
Yeah. I'm writing a movie with Alex Dinelaris, who wrote Birdman. He won an Oscar, and I'm almost done with the script. I direct. I just did a video with Penelope Cruz. It's amazing.
Oh, nice.
It's 313, the name of the song. And I'm working on a TV show. And I'm performing here on. I'm starting a tour in September in Barcelona, but I'm performing here on September 18th in a Radio City Music Hall. So
All right. Cool, man.
excited.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
All good stuff.